have been an inmate at the Kingston Penitentiary for 15 long years. I was convicted of murder.
Will you tell me your story, Grace? Because the real one is not written in your confession.
Stupid, ugly whore!
People want a guilty person. If there has been a crime, they want to know who did it.
Grace, who is Mary Whitney?
Mary Whitney was once a particular friend of mine. She was always very kind to me, and without her, it would have been a different story entirely.
Perhaps you are a liar.
There are those who said I am one.
Chris Marks made me do it! Ever!
I went to the pump, and on turning around, I saw McDermott driving Nancy along the yard, leading from the back kitchen to the front kitchen. This was about 7 o'clock. I said to McDermott, I didn't think you were going to do it that minute. He said, it's better to get done. He said,
I have made you some tea.
Just set the breakfast tray down on the table. Mrs. Humphrey, can you hear me? I want you to swallow this. Oh, you're quite safe. You collapsed while carrying my breakfast tray in. May I ask, what has become of your hired help?
I could not pay her. I owe her 3 months' back wages. My husband took all of our money 2 days ago. I do not know where he is gone.
You must eat something. You will feel stronger.
There's nothing in the house to eat. Dr. Jordan, your breakfast was the last of it. I have not eaten since my husband left.
Here we go.
You are too kind. Thank you. To purchase all this food, this is so good of you, Dr. Jordan.
Think nothing of it. I could not let you starve.
I'm afraid it will come to that. I am at the end of my resources.
I will advance you another 2 months' rent. That should be sufficient to keep the wolves at bay. At least until you've had time to consider your prospects.
Hello, Dr. Jordan.
Good morning, Grace. What is that you're working on today?
I am mending Miss Lydia's lace. She does tend to be careless about her clothes, not to be told that fine clothes such as hers do not grow on trees. I will put it down now that you're here. It's a strain on the eyes. Sir, you're without any item today.
Grace?
Any apple or onion or beet?
Yes, I have determined upon a different plan.
What is that, sir?
Have you had any dreams, Grace?
I suppose I have, though none I can remember at the moment. I will try to remember them if it will help you, sir, with the trouble you're in.
What makes you think I'm in trouble, Grace?
Those who have been in trouble themselves are alert to it in others, sir.
That is a kind thought. Perhaps we can pick up where we left off before we were interrupted yesterday. You were telling me about your friend Mary Whitney.
Of course. Mary was a person of very democratic views.
To prepare a house for guests requires extra attention. If there's dust in the corner, I expect one of you to notice it. Heads up, heads down. A spider can spin a web overnight. Notice. There's no reason for this house not to gleam. It just takes vigilance.
She was a fun-loving girl and very bold and mischievous in her speech. I put it down to her being a native-born Canadian, as she did not have very much respect for degree.
It angers me that some people have so much and others so little. Cannot see any divine plan in it.
Well, the rebels have changed that.
No, of course they would have. William Lyon Mackenzie said, "To yourselves, therefore, farmers, the eyes of the whole colonies are fixed on you, for you are the only true nobility that this country can boast of." Canadians, do you love freedom? I know you do. Do you hate oppression? Who dare deny it?
It's very sad that the rebels lost.
We didn't lose. We just haven't won yet. Do you know that my grandmother was a Red Indian? Just why my hair is so dark. If I had half a chance, I'd run away to the woods, go about with a bow and arrow. You could come with me. We wouldn't have to pin up our hair or wear stays.
How would we live? How would we survive?
We would hunt, of course, and leap out and scalp passing travelers. It's in my blood to know how to, and to be feared. Then the polishing. One dusts, one sweeps, then polishes. Please don't polish the dust.
I can't smell the onions. If they were braised correctly, I should be able to smell them. Please don't come here and cut the corners.
I'd like to scalp Mrs. Alderman Parkinson. Wouldn't be worth the trouble, though. Her hair's not her own.
It was just our way of talking, and no harm was meant.
All right.
You must take the peel off in one long piece, and then without looking behind you, you must throw it over your left shoulder, and it will spell the initial of the man you will marry.
I'm too young to be thinking of husbands.
You're never too young to think of a husband. When I've saved up enough of my wages, I'm going to marry a nice young farmer whose land is already cleared and a good house built. I even know what kind of hens and cow we will have. I want red and white leghorns, and a Jersey cow for the cream and cheese. There's nothing better. And a cat named Tabby, and a dog named Rex.
Look, I got it off in one piece.
All right. Who shall we marry?
There's no way to tell which way's up.
Yes, there, look. A J.
It is a J.
Grace, you will marry Jeremiah. He's the peddler who's coming tomorrow. He is handsome. But you'll have to tramp around the countryside. And you won't have any house but the pack you carry on your back. Oh, Grace, I'm just having fun with you.
Go on. It's your turn.
Try another.
Here. Take my extra one.
It's just a foolish old wives' tale. Come, let's go to bed and make fun of people.
is that?
It is Jeremiah!
We're up!
What is all this about, Jeremiah?
Well, they used to pelt me with horse dung and then pillage my unattended wares while I gave chase. I thought it best to have them follow under my command, so I've chosen the wiser course, which is to teach them the song myself and simply pay the little tyrants. There you are, carrots for all of you.
Come, what have you brought us? We need to make a new woman of our Grace here.
Come, let's all go inside.
Come along.
Look at these earrings.
Don't look too long, the gold and silver will rub off.
Now, Mary.
You know it to be true.
I'll buy some.
You scarcely need it. You smell like a princess already.
Onions, more like.
Well, then you smell good enough to eat.
Well, Jeremiah, so you're up to your old pranks, taking advantage of the women again?
Mrs. Honey, as always, you are absolutely correct. That is exactly what I am trying to do. How can I resist when so many pretty girls are about, though none as pretty as yourself?
Oh, be quiet. Look at these handkerchiefs. I'll take 2 of those. Now, be brisk about your business, and don't take all day. These girls have their work to do.
Tell us our fortunes, Jeremiah. Come on.
Yes, do.
No, it is meddling with the devil.
Oh, do tricks, please.
Yes, he used to work at fairs. He knows conjuring tricks.
No.
How did you do that?
Before I was an honest tradesman, I lived a wicked youth and had my pocket picked and my heart broken 50 times over by cruel and pretty girls just like you. I must be on my way.
Oh, now, Jeremiah.
Oh, cook, there is no match for your cake.
Girls, come on.
Grace, you only bought 4 buttons, 5 for luck. There are sharp rocks ahead.
I suppose there always are, sir. There've certainly been enough of them behind, so I'm not too daunted.
A disaster. You will cross water 3 times. You will have much trouble. But all will be fine in the end. You're one of us.
Jeremiah, Mary, Grace, come along. Well, Miss Grace, what a difference now that you're decently dressed.
Grace. If you need to go to the privy outside, wait until it is light.
Why?
It is not safe. Grace, you're too naive. You mustn't go out alone at night.
Why would you not be allowed to go to the privy at night?
Because a girl should not ever let her guard down. Mary taught me that. So did the world, I suppose.
Did you always feel that, Grace? Did you feel it more so after the murders?
Child, wake the whole house.
Look at me, Mary. I'll surely die. This is why I had to go to the privy. I felt a pain in my stomach. This is how it began with my mother when she died.
No, it is all right. It is perfectly normal. It happens once a month from now on. You'll be just fine. Here. You can put this on until you get a red petticoat of your own. Here, I'll show you how it is done. Some call this Eve's curse, but I think that is stupid because the real curse of Eve was having to put up with the nonsense of Adam. There. Now, if the pain gets too bad, I will get you some willow bark to chew. I will go heat a brick for the ache.
I'm so grateful for you. You're a good and kind friend.
You will be a beauty, Grace. Soon you'll start to turn men's heads. The worst will be the gentlemen, because they think they're entitled to anything they want. They'll start promising you things. They'll say, I'll do whatever you want, but you must be very careful. And you must never do anything for them unless they have performed what they have promised. And if there's a ring, there must be a parson to go with it.
Why's that?
Because men are liars by nature, Grace. They'll say anything to get what they want out of you. Then think better of it and be off on the next boat.
You're right.
You're a good girl, Grace Marks. Let me hide myself in. Let the water and the blood from the river inside which flowed be of the
Mary. Mary, wake up. Oh no, Mary, please. Boo!
Grace, I'm all right.
Please don't scare me like that ever again. I couldn't bear to lose you.
Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eye, ever dawning, that made me love Mary. Mary?
Sir?
Pardon me, I just wanted to introduce myself to the young lady. I'm George Parkinson.
Grace Marks, sir.
Mary, have you been making Grace feel right at home?
I certainly have, sir.
I'm sure you have. What'd you say to it, Grace?
Why, yes, sir.
No one can make a person feel quite at home like Mary can.
Mary.
George is the eldest son of the household. He's just home for Christmas.
Mary.
Grace. Use the ribbon you bought from Jeremiah. You should have saved it for yourself. Oh, this is the best needle case in the world. I've never seen anything like it. I will cherish it always. Go on, open yours.
It's beautiful.
It was my mother's. She gave it to me just before she died.
You mustn't part with it.
No, you are my dearest friend, and I want you to have it. You know I'm not a stranger to Plato myself. Because I found a new farmer who fattens his geese. Bread and milk. Go with you?
Mary, I have the most horrible tear in the dress I was wearing this morning.
You are the most talented seamstress I know.
Did you have a look at it tonight?
Yes, of course, ma'am.
Right away.
Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. And bring it right now. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring it right here.
That was the happiest Christmas I'd ever spent, either before or after. Mr. George stayed home after Christmas. He'd caught a chill.
This is the best thing for the lumbago if you put it on the spot. I'll take it to him.
Mrs. Parkinson wants him to be alone to rest.
I will take it to him.
By the time he was better, it was the middle of February. And he had missed so much of the college term, he said he would stay away until the next one. And so there he was, being fussed over by all. And with time on his hands and not much he needed to do, which is a bad situation for a man full of spirits. I'm afraid he was very much indulged, not least by himself. For if the world treats you well, sir, you come to believe you're deserving of it.
George? I won't have you fraternizing with the servants when you're here to rest and recover.
Oh, Mother, I'm not that ill anymore.
Have some tea.
Mary! Mary, slow down. I'm in a hurry. Why? Careful when passing underneath. I heard of a woman who was killed by an icicle once. Went right through her like a skewer.
It was about this time I began to notice a change in Mary. Where were you tonight when we start talking?
I'm tired, Grace. I must go right to sleep.
Are they going skating? Have you ever been skating?
No.
Come on. Come and get me, Mary.
There's much to be done, Grace.
Is there some trouble, Mary?
Do not know where you are getting such ideas.
Do you need to lie down?
Nonsense. It was yesterday's mutton stew, and now I am rid of it.
I had the same thing myself, and I feel perfectly well.
Do not mention it again, please.
All right. Oh, sweet Mary. I believe you're in great need of confiding in someone. I saw my own mother in this condition very often.
He promised to marry me. And he gave me a ring. And for once, I wanted to believe him. I thought he wasn't like other men. But now he's gone back on his promise and he would not even speak with me. I don't know what to do.
Ooh, Mary.
I cannot say. But as soon as anyone knows what sort of trouble I'm in, I'll be turned away. And then what will become of me? I'll have to go to the streets and become a sailor's trap to feed myself and the baby. That kind of life will be the end of me soon.
Mary, you're the truest friend I have. I'll do anything for you. What can I do? There must be a workhouse or something of the sort that'll take you in.
Young girls always die in those sorts of places. They catch a fever as soon as they're delivered, and then they secretly smother the baby so as not to be a charge on the public purse. I'd rather take my chances of dying elsewhere.
What if I were to deliver it? I helped with my sister's and brother's births. Then we could secretly give it away. Maybe nobody would know.
Grace, my condition will soon start to show. Mrs. Honey and Mrs. Parkinson, they have such sharp eyes.
You must try one last time. Speak with the man in question. Appeal to his better nature. He cannot turn you away if he has any decency at all.
Where's Mary?
She's just in the privy.
Probably eating. Certainly putting on flesh. That girl will eat us out of house and home.
He gave me $5. $5, that is what his child is worth to him. He said it wouldn't catch him this way. He said he doubted the child was even his, since I've been so obliging with him. And if I threaten him with a scandal, he'll deny it and ruin whatever reputation I have left. He said if I wanted a quick end to my troubles, I should just go and drown myself. I loved him. I truly loved him. I don't any longer.
Where are we going, Mary?
There's a doctor here who helps whores when they need it.
In what way might he help you?
You shouldn't ask.
I've never heard of such doctors.
Are you sure, Grace, about lending me your savings?
Of course, with all my heart.
Soon I may be dead. You'll still be alive.
Don't go. Don't go to this doctor.
I must. Don't carry on, Grace.
Come inside, quickly. You wait here. And if you ever tell anything about this, I will deny ever having seen you.
Go, Grace. No. Grace, go.
took a knife to me and he cut something inside. He said there will be pain and bleeding, but after that, all will be right again.
He didn't.
Grace, you must go back to work or we will be noticed. Say that I have just gone to fetch something.
I can't leave you.
Grace, you must. It cannot be found out.
I can see you think it is a most wicked thing. The thing he had cut out of her was, of course, her baby. I thought it was a most wicked thing myself. But I also thought it was either one corpse that way or two the other. For if not, she would have certainly drowned herself. So I could not find it within my heart to reproach her.
Let me fetch someone. You're in such pain.
No, Grace, you must not. It will be the end of me if you do.
I will sleep on the floor tonight. So you can be more comfortable.
Grace.
Yes?
I am angry. I'm so very angry. Grace, tell me a story.
The only good stories I know are the ones you've told me.
Tell me one of those, then. Tell me about William Lyon Mackenzie's escape.
William Lyon Mackenzie was a great man who led the rebellion here. After the rebellion was lost and Montgomery's tavern was burnt to the ground, he made his way towards the United States. Many, many people hid him and protected him in their farmhouses and kept their mouths shut when they saw him on the roads, because Canadians want liberty and freedom. They don't have it yet, but one day they will.
Because we didn't lose. We just haven't won yet. See the speech that I taught you?
The law says that we shall not be taxed without our consent by the men of our choice. But a wicked and tyrannical government has trampled upon that law, divided the plunder, and declared that, regardless of justice, they will continue to roll in their splendid carriages and ride in their palaces at our expense. That we are poor, spiritless, ignorant peasants who were born to toil for our betters. But the peasants are beginning to open their eyes and feel their strength. Too long have we been hoodwinked by Baal's priests, who take the wages of sin and do the work of iniquity, each one looking to gain in his quarter. Canadians, do you love freedom? I know you do. Do you hate oppression? Who dare deny it?
Oh.
Mary, you're late. Wake up. Mrs. Parkinson is angry.
Mary.
Good heavens. She's dead.
This is a bad business. You stay here.
Are you pretending?
An outrage and a disgrace. What a terrible smell.
Smells like a butcher shop. Under my own roof. What a deceitful girl. Grace, why did you not inform me of this?
Please, Mom. Mary told me not to. She said she would be better in the morning. I did not know she was going to die.
It's very wicked of you, Grace. Who was the man? A scoundrel ought to be exposed and made to pay for his crime. Do you know, Grace?
She was seeing a gentleman and they were engaged. Only he broke his promise and would not marry her.
What gentleman?
Please, Mom, I don't know. Only she said that you would not like it at all if you found out who it was.
We will not discuss this any further, as it will only bring misery and there's no sense crying over spilt milk. Out of respect for the dead, we will not say how Mary died. We will say it was a low fever. That will be best for all.
All the time, Mary was there on the bed listening. She was hearing our plans to tell these lies about her. And I thought she will not be easy in her mind about it. It was the doctor that killed her with his knife. Him and the gentleman between them. For it is not always the one who strikes the blow that is the actual murderer. Mary was done to death by that unknown gentleman, as surely as if he'd taken the knife and plunged it into her body himself.
Now, clean this up. Grace, get yourself dressed. Girls, do not speak of Mary's death till we have her looking more respectable.
Take the sheet from the bed and her nightdress and petticoat and wash the blood out. Wash the body and take the mattress to be burnt. Is there another nightdress?
I will give her mine.
There's more to this than meets the eye. I wonder who the man is.
Whoever he is, he's most likely enjoying his breakfast at this very moment and not thinking about our poor Mary. No more than a carcass hung up at the butcher's.
It is the curse of Eve we must all bear.
Mary would have laughed at that.
What are you doing? It's as cold as an icicle out there.
The smell is making me sick.
It's true. We should air out the room.
I hope it's not too late.
Too late for what, Grace?
For her soul to be let out.
I realized I forgot to open a window to let her soul out. I must have heard wrong. I thought I heard her say, "Let me in," but she must have said, "Let me out."
Grace. Grace, wake up.
Now wake up.
Grace, do please.
Grace.
Grace, it's time to wake up now. Grace. Grace.
Surrounds us is all from within. Oh, 'tis not, believe me, in that happy time we can love as in hours of less transport we may.
Grace. Grace, where am I?
You're here, Grace. You're in Mary's room.
Where's Grace?
You are Grace, my dear. Grace. Your Mary has died. You've had a terrible shock.
Where's Grace? What has happened? Where's Grace?
You are Grace. You are Grace. Mary has died.
No, no. She's lost. I must search for her.
My dear, I fear you've had a terrible shock, and it's no wonder, considering the shock of it.
No, Grace is lost. I must find her.
Grace, Mary has died. Mary has died. You were with us, and you were all right.
When I woke again, it was a day later. And I knew again that I was Grace and that Mary was dead. And I remembered the night we'd thrown the apple peelings over our shoulders and Mary's had broken 3 times. And now it had all come true, as she had not married anyone and now never would. But I had no memory of anything I said or did during the time I was awake between the 2 long sleeps.
No memory at all?
No. And this worried me. So the happiest time of my life was over and gone.
Not now. Please.
Believed his Miss Lydia.
I just wanted to make sure you don't need anything.
No, we don't need anything. Please close the door.
I'll need to hem that skirt. We'll drag through the mud in this weather.
Grace, could you...
I'll be done this quilt in a week or so if our sessions are going to be this long.
Thank you, Grace.
It is knowledge of me you crave, Doctor. Forbidden knowledge. Knowledge with a lurid glare to it. Knowledge gained through a descent into the pit. You want to go where I can never go. See what I can never see inside me. You want to open up my body and peer inside. In your hand, you want to hold my beating female heart.
Come all you fair and tender
steal your time. Let no man steal